Hi. You remember Ryan Connor?
Hey, Joe. I want to thank you again for arranging that meeting with Parnell.
Yeah, I remember seeing you when I came out of surgery.
That's right. You weren't focusing too well at the time. Glad to see you're feeling stronger.
Yeah, Dr. Douglas thinks I'll get out inside of a week.
Maybe 10 days.
Well, looks like they're going to send me up to Huntsville.
Joe, if you have a good lawyer, you won't stay there long.
You know, you're entitled to the best defense you can get.
Look, we've got some money, Joe, and after that, I'll find some way of getting some more.
Elena, I don't want you to do that.
Why not?
Because they're going to put me away no matter what happens, and Elena's just got to face that fact.
No one's denying that, Joe, but Elena's concerned about how much time you're going to have to serve. There's a big difference between 5 years and 20 years, right?
Or 1 and 5 years.
Mr. Connor, I appreciate you coming by the hospital, but I'm sure whoever the state appoints to defend my case is going to do a pretty good job, don't you think?
Oh, I'm sure of it. But if you don't care, if you've given up on yourself already, then no one, not a court-appointed lawyer or one you've hired yourself, is going to knock themselves out in your defense. Now, Elena loves you. She's willing to fight for you, but you're going to have to help her. Joe, just think it over and talk it over with Elena. If you do decide you want a lawyer, give me a call and I'll help you find one, okay?
How long you been here?
Oh, about an hour.
Oh, you should be out doing other things.
What things?
I don't know. Whatever normal people do. Anything other than sitting in a hospital room watching me sleep.
I like watching you sleep. Have you done any more thinking about your defense?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
And, what have you decided?
Decided you ought to turn around and walk out that door. Find yourself a nice, decent guy who loves you.
I found a nice, decent guy who loves me.
It's not enough, Elena. I'm going to pay for my mistakes. I can't ask you to wait around until I get out of prison.
You didn't ask me, Joe. You didn't have to. I love you. I'll never love anybody else. There'll never be anybody else for me, not ever. Now, if you're asking me to walk out that door because you don't want me anymore, then I'll go.
Oh, Elena.
You do love me, don't you, Joe?
You're the only good thing that's happened to me in my whole life. That's why I want you to be happy.
But, Joe, you're the only thing that makes me happy. Now, I don't want to spend the rest of my life without you. No matter how long I have to wait. Tell me that you love me, Joe.
I love you, Elena.
I will never leave you.
Hi, Dad. Oh, hello, Dennis. Oh, where's Dr. Jeffries? I wanted to see him and thank him again for everything he's done for us.
I was with him a minute ago, but he had to answer a page.
Oh, too bad.
He asked you to give him a call later.
Oh, all right. Well, do you want to get something to eat, or do you want to go straight home?
Well, I'm not really very hungry right now.
Well, it's a little early for dinner. Maybe a sandwich or something.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd just as soon go straight home.
Sure.
I would like to go to KVIK later, though, if that's okay with you.
Sure. I've got a few things to finish up, and then
Oh.
I'm yours for the evening.
Oh, good.
Mr. Carrington left about 30 minutes ago. He should be back shortly.
Then I'll just wait here if that's all right.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Paige?
Hi. How did you know I was here?
One of the girls told me.
Well, I took the liberty of waiting in your office. I hope you don't mind.
Of course not. I'm glad you did.
You seem to be in a very cheerful mood today.
I am in a cheerful mood. Dennis checked out of the hospital this afternoon.
Oh, Elliot, that's wonderful.
I just dropped him off by his apartment.
How is he?
I think he's doing remarkably well.
Good, I'm really glad to hear that.
I know you are.
Will he be coming back to work here at KVIK?
I'm not sure. I don't want to push him. Vicky has already told him that his job is ready and waiting for him anytime he wants.
Elliot, do you think I'd be out of place if I asked him to the opening of the boutique tomorrow?
No, I don't think you'd be out of place at all.
Well, I don't want to do anything that might upset him.
Well, would you like for me to pass the invitation along to him?
Yes, thank you. If I ask him directly, he may feel obligated, but if it comes from you, then he can let you know whether he wants to come or not.
Okay. How are the preparations going? Are you going to be ready for the opening tomorrow?
Yes. One of the reasons I came is because I have a problem. Out of the over 500 invitations that we mailed out, only a handful have responded.
Iris.
I'm afraid so. I'm wondering if it's worth it to even have an opening.
Of course it's worth it.
But if only 10 or 15 people show up, Ellie, it's going to look ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I should just close page 1 even before I open.
I'm sorry to see you so discouraged, Paige, but I don't think that closing the boutique is the answer.
Boy, Iris sure did her work. Nita and I have been on the phone for almost 2 days. Every person we reach, she's gotten there first.
Do people tell you that they've talked to Iris?
Oh, no, no, no. She's much too clever for that. But I know her work when I see it.
I suspect you're right.
I'm so discouraged, Elliot. I have worked so hard for this. But I keep telling myself there's no use fighting anymore.
Would you like to go around the corner and get something to eat?
No, thank you. I better get back to the boutique.
I wish there was something I could do to cheer you up.
You have cheered me up a little.
I guess the thing to do is just concentrate on the work and try to forget about everything else.
The trouble is concentrating.
No, you can do it.
If the opening's a flop, what's the use?
Well, you don't know if the opening is going to be a flop. It may be a roaring success. That's what I'm betting on.
Okay. I will try and be optimistic.
Good. Come in.
Oh, Elliot, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're not. Come in.
Hello,
Hi,
Paige.
Vicky.
Elliot, I thought you'd like to see the report on the news quiz for the month of October.
Oh, I certainly would.
What's the news quiz?
Well, every week our news department makes up a questionnaire on the news, and then we make it available to the junior high and the high schools in the area, and the response has been wonderful.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
It was Elliot's idea.
No. I just heard about it and thought we should give it a try.
Well, I better be getting back to the boutique.
Well, if you decide that you're hungry later, give me a call, will you?
Okay. Nice to see you, Vicky.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Paige.
Oh, she's worried that the opening of her boutique is going to be a disaster.
Why?
Because of Iris. She's calling all of her friends and telling them to decline the invitation to the opening, not to shop there.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Paige needs those people as customers.
Oh, but Elliot, surely people aren't going to stay away just because Iris asks them to stay away.
Iris is bound and determined to ruin Paige. And when she makes up her mind to do something, she usually succeeds.
Yes, she usually does.